Welcome to my channel. My name is Stacy, and in today's video I'm about to give you guys the tea. It's cold tea. It's not like hot tea. The cold tea, because I'm out of gas for 2 days. So I'm about to give you guys all the tea, the negative, the truth of living in West Africa, specifically Accra, Ghana, as an African American. With all that said, let's jump right into the video. Points that I had right. So if you're coming to Ghana in December, or you're thinking to move to Ghana, or just coming to Ghana in general to visit, this video is definitely for you. Or if you're just my lovely supporter that just want to watch, because I finally hit 1K subscriber, guys. Yay! Thank you so much for the love and support for the 1K subscriber. We're on the road to 2K. And watch the ads. Please don't skip the ad. Support your black content creator. So let's get right into the nitty-gritty of things, the cold tea. So my number one struggle is, as a content creator living in Accra, Ghana, the internet. The internet is very spotty. It doesn't work as fast as I think it should. Plus the internet price is very expensive, because I pay 100 CD for Vodafone for 30 days for, let's see, for 2 point something gigabytes of internet. That is very low, and it doesn't even last for 30 days. It goes like this. It goes really fast. And if you're a content creator or freelancer and internet is your job, you can definitely check out this with GhanaWiFi.com. You just go to their website, send them a message on WhatsApp, send them your location, and then they will send you a disclaimer, the package, and the cost, and they will let you know if it can be installed in your area. So with the Ghana is www.GhanaWiFi.com. So they provide fast and unlimited internet for home and office as low as 300 Ghana CD a month. So with this internet, you will use a router and plug it into your laptop. I feel like that's the best way to go as a content creator here, or just a person that just live off the internet here in Ghana. So with the GhanaWiFi.com, so after you did your assessment, they said yes, the Wi-Fi can be in your area, you make a payment, and after 10 to 15 business days, that's when they're gonna come and put in the internet. That didn't work for me, because why after 10-15 business days? After I make my payment, I will say at least 1 to 5 business days, but 10 to 15 business days delay without internet is a big inconvenience for me. Or you could do the Vodafone fiber band, where they come to your house, they see if the internet can work here, they check the lampposts outside, and then you register. They will send you a message, then you do the payment, and then you pick which internet package you want. They even have the unlimited package with the Vodafone. So right now I'm using the Vodafone for uploading my YouTube videos, for working on the internet, for everything. And so far that is working perfectly fine at this present moment. So I could recommend the Vodafone, because that's what I'm using. The Electricity Company of Ghana, which is the electricity utility company in Accra, please be prepared for the electricity to be off randomly. And a lot of times, just prepare to have struggle with the electricity. Please. It's not a luxury here in Ghana. Electricity company here in Ghana called ECG, and it's owned by the government. So I don't understand why they have electricity off and on at random times for days. Like, I really don't understand. So make sure, if you're renting a property here in Ghana, please make sure and ask the neighbors around. Just don't depend on the landlord or whoever you're renting on words. They will tell you anything till after they get your money. So make sure that they have backup generator, because it's really hot in Ghana, especially that is very the center and very close to the equator. It is really hot. Hot. Not hot like my tea, but it's really hot. The ECG was incorporated in 1963 and became a company share first holder firm in 1976. However, the company is still owned by the Ghanaian government. In my conclusion, I feel like since it's owned by the Ghanaian government, they should have electricity 24/7 for their local people. In Ghana, if you're coming for Dirty December, if you're just coming to visit, if you're just coming to Ghana on a whole, please know the cars are very small. They're very tiny. They don't have a big boot or trunk, and they don't put on AC. They use the window lower. And even if you get comfort, I remember getting comfort, the drivers still have the window. They want you to tip them or anything to put on AC. Most of them do not have AC, to be honest. To pack heavy, I'm sorry, but you probably have to hire a private driver with a Jeep or a van or something, because your stuff would probably have to take 2 Bolt or 2 Uber. If it's a bunch of girl trips and you guys want to take 1 car for share, it won't work. The cars here in Ghana are very, very tiny. It's like a Mini Cooper. Yeah, that's the best example. Yeah, like in the Western world, they have the XL, the luxury, the black that you can share, but they don't have that here. I really hope that Uber will fix that, or even Bolt or Yango. Those are the 3 main transportation system here that you could download: Bolt, Yango, Uber. But I'm definitely say download Bolt, because I tend to use it a lot. The roads here are full of clay and dust and sandy and dirty. Bring comfortable shoes. Bring comfortable shoes. I want to express that enough. If you're the girl that want to be luxury and dressed up all day, that's fine. Just bring some comfortable Tiva sandals or some comfortable gym shoes, because if you bring uncomfortable shoes, your feet will hurt. The roads are dirty. Your feet will look terrible. You will need a manicure and pedicure every week, and every night I tend to find to do a facial or just to cleanse my face, just because of all the red dust, the clay, and then you get rashes and pimples. So I tend to do that a lot here. Just as advice for you coming from the Western world, driving in Ghana is very bad. They don't use signal here. It's a lot of it's a blowing horn culture. They don't use signal. You know how people use the high beam if you're driving on the road to tell you like your high beam is too high, turn it down. Signal if you're going left and right. Just different indicator to communicate with the other driver across from you or in front of you. They don't do that here. The club here are pretty late. It starts around 12 or 1 a.m. And what I notice, if it's not like Dirty December, the clubs are boring. The clubs are very lame. It's not much to do here. It is not a lot of activity to do here if it's not around Dirty December. Are way too laid back. It can be a positive and a negative. They too laid back. That seems to always be late. And I feel like being late is very disrespectful, and you don't respect other people's time. So for example, if you meet up with a friend, you said, okay, let's meet at 9. Leave your house at 8, because you know the traffic here is bad. If you know you don't have a car and you drive at Trocho, leave at 8 to meet up at 9. Be respectful for other people's time. So be prepared to be super annoyed about that here. Because in America, 3 o'clock is 3 o'clock. If you don't come, your friends feel disrespectful, hurted, and they would even stop talking to you over not respecting their time. Prepare to travel extra hours or time when running errands, doing things in Ghana, because when running errands in Ghana, you do one thing, it delays. It feels like all day. It don't feel like all day. It takes all day. And I notice here, everybody in my videos say, like in my TikTok videos say, oh, go shop at the market. But I've been to the market to shop because yes, it's a little bit cheaper than ShopRite. But ShopRite, I get every single thing. And I shop in the market, but they tend to spoil after 2 to 3 days not using them. Like, I tend to find the stuff in the market spoil really fast. So I will use the lady across the street from my apartment complex. I will go out there and get like onions, tomatoes for the day to cook from her, instead of buy like bulk to cook, since I don't cook as regularly as often as I should. Like, the stuff doesn't last as long as the US, but you already know the US junk us up with all these stuff that is not good for our body. So yeah, and here in Ghana, this stuff doesn't have preservatives, so yeah, it doesn't last as long. The roads have a lot of pothole here. Some streets are good to pavement, but you could go on a pavement, then all of a sudden it would be like boom, a pothole is coming, you have to brake. You got to be very careful. So my advice to you here, if you want to buy a car in Ghana, or if you need a car in Ghana, I would say get a Jeep or a truck or something high, just something a little bit off the ground than a regular small car. But you can make it with a small car, but you're just gonna have to do shocks and all that every week, I would want to say, because the roads are very bad. I feel like the phone company are very pricey because of the internet. Like, it's very pricey, I think, for Ghanaian standard. It is very pricey because my MTN, I paid 460 for, I think it was like 256 gig. But then after, for like 3 months, but before that 3 months was expired, my gig stopped work. You have issue, I had to call MTN, blah blah blah. So yeah, I stick to Vodafone for right now, and that is working for me. I don't drink the water from tap, but I do drink the sachet water out the bag. I don't have a problem, and I do drink Belagua. So I hope Belagua see this and, sponsor your girl. The water company here in Ghana, which is the GWCL, I feel like they're very good because I never have issue with the water. I just have issue with the light and the gas. And that is to my landlord. And I will have another video about going around the proper way to rent a place in Ghana. Use my experience to better your stay. So I will definitely have a video of all the things you need and stuff to find an apartment here in Ghana, so you don't have any trouble in your process. Be really smooth. So at this present moment, I don't have gas in my apartment. My landlord said, what he said? He said, okay, it's been 2 days. He still didn't put it yet, blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't have a problem with water. Just make sure once you rent a place here or wherever you stay, have like a borehole so that they have extra water all the time, even if the water go. So even if water go, I never notice because I never run out of water. But water is not a luxury here. I don't tend to waste it at all. So my baths are quicker than normal when I am at home. The mosquito here won't leave me alone. My feet are done. It got all these black spots. The mark won't go anyway. Stay there. I'm gonna try to use some bio oil that normally takes off scars and stuff off my skin. I will see if that works. So make sure you bring your mosquito repellent. Use the one that has deed. I tend to find that one work perfect. And bring your malaria pills. Bring your malaria pills because I don't think the healthcare system here is really great. But I do have some private ones that I look into with my travel insurance. But you tend to still have to pay a fee for everything here in Ghana, for medicine, just to talk to the doctor, just to this, that. So just be prepared to have extra funds for that, just in case anything goes wrong while you're here. Ghana is pretty much at the center of the world. So both close to the equator. I guess that's why it is so hot with no days off. Really hot. Like, I just take a shower and I am sweating already. Hot. This is my problem. This is one of my major problems. So here in Ghana, they tend to use what do you call it? I think they want to band out passport. The Ghana card is I feel like it's more official than their even passport. Everything you do is with a Ghana card. I'm not Ghanaian. I don't have a Ghanaian card, but I gotta figure a way how to get this, because I have a local friend here in Ghana that is really close to me, that is really nice, that is helping me with everything. So being on the phone plan, having to have their Momo, because I got Momo, because Momo here is like a bank and where everybody have their money and do all the transaction. People don't really have money, everybody do Momo. So I'm using my friend account with the phone, the Momo, everything. So if you could find a way to get a Ghana card, try to do that, so you could be independent. So you could be independent and you don't have to depend on nobody to do that for you. That is very important. So everything they do now is with a Ghana card. So make sure it's somebody that you trust, a local that you trust, and somebody that you're close to, and somebody that's not gonna take advantage of you. So entertainment in Ghana, I feel like since I was here last year, I feel like the entertainment doesn't start till like December 22nd. Look at that. Saturday, Whiskey didn't even show up to his concert. So like that was December 15th. Oh, December 10th. He didn't even show up to his own concert because it wasn't packed. Barely anybody was there. It wasn't sold out. So I think things really get popping like the Dirty December. You find everybody have the money to spend on Western girls and blah blah blah. Start on December 22nd. For visa extension, what I did, I went to Togo, Benin, and then I just did my visa extension like that, because to get official documents here in Ghana is stressful. It is very stressful, like so stressful. Like those are the people in the office that get paid well, but those are the people that doesn't want to do their job. You got to bribe them, you got to pay them to do their job that they're getting paid to do. Like to getting any official documents, to get things done in Ghana is very slow, very laid back, and you got to pay them, to tip them just to do their job that they're already getting paid for. It is a little bit annoying, but what can we do? You can't beat them, you got to join them. So these are like my ugly truth, my negative as an African American living here, moving to Accra, Ghana. So the other one that bothered me so much, the bribing culture. Like what annoys me so much is like I take a trotro, and the police will stop the trotro. Trotro barely make money. They want to get money from the trotro people. They want to get money from people that is driving the small taxis. But I noticed for myself from my own research, when a nice car come up, hey Charlie, nothing. They just let them drive past, let them go. But if it's like a taxi driver, a trotro that is struggling to make ends meet, they want money. They want to bribe that. They want to be bribed. The police wants to be bribed. The official wants to be bribed. The soldier wants to be bribed. Everybody wants to be bribed here. It is quite annoying. Even if you have all your documents together, they don't care. The first thing they will tell you, open your boot. And then when you open your boot and go to the boot, that's when you know you have to have like a 510 CD to give them to bribe and go. It is very annoying. And the only reason I'm saying this because it happened to me. I drove with a couple friends here before. I noticed it happened. I drove with a friend that has a nice Jeep. They just be like, all right, Charlie, and then let us pass. I drove in taxi driver. That taxi driver have to pull over. I drove in trotro, where trotro have to pay them off. So I have both experience. So I'm speaking from experience. So when I was coming to Ghana, I was supposed to get a 90-day stay. The girl gave me 60. Then she write her number and tell me contact her. Why do I need to contact her? Why don't you give me my 90 days? Because I need to bribe to get my extension. So I didn't want to deal with all the bribe or get into office and delay and everything here take long. So I took myself and I went to explore Lome, Togo. And the visa cost me 25,000 CFA or 35,000 CFA multiple entry because I went over to Benin too. Those videos are coming. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And I did it that way. So then I get another 60 days. into the country extension. That worked perfect for me. I didn't have to bribe nobody. I didn't have to do anything but buy my Togo visa, explore Togo, and then come back over to Ghana. I find that way really more convenient and efficient. Guys, if you really like this ugly truth video, the negative of living in Ghana as an African American, please comment below and let me know. Or even if you want to see any videos, if you want to see me interview anybody here in Ghana, share the video with a friend, with a family. Thank you for watching my video. Bye guys, see you in another one.